Hi children, hope you all are safe at home and doing your studies also, taking care of your parents also, doing some household, helping your parents. Yes, that's good. In my last video, I asked you a simple question that who is your best friend and who is your worst enemy. Few children have given the answer, many of you have not given the answer. Henceforth, whatever questions I am asking here in this group, you all have to give the answer. Then only we would be able to interact with each other. Hardly matters, right or wrong, don't worry, keep giving the answers, right? Okay, now come to the question. Who is your best friend and who is your worst enemy? Though the questions may be different, but answer remains the same. Yes, the answer is you yourself. You are your best friend and you are your worst enemy. How? See, for example, when you want to get up early in the morning, one side of you, that is best friend of you, says, get up. Get up early in the morning. Come on, get up from the bed. Other part of you, that is your worst enemy, says, don't get up. Today, let's lie on the bed. Let's relax. Hardly matters. Today only enough. From tomorrow onwards you can go. So, you are your best friend and you are your worst enemy. Whom you are overcoming. Your friend, if you are having more 60%, then you will be doing good things. If you allow your enemy yourself to dominate over the good friend, then you will be ending up your life with all the bad things. Okay? Nobody is responsible for your own life. You are responsible for your own life. Whatever things you achieve, whatever things you don't achieve, all the credit and all the debit, everything goes to you. Totally, you are responsible for your future. So, that finished the question and now let us begin with our chemistry. The chapter 3 for you waiting is synthetic fiber and plastics. This is chapter 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. Let us see the words first. Synthetic, you all know, man-made, artificial. Fibers means they are thin thread-like structures from which yarn is made. From fiber, we make the yarn. From yarn, the fabric is made. From fabric, the clothes are made. So, fiber is let me show you this. This is a fiber. This one is a fiber, cotton fiber. From this fiber, this yarn is made. And from this yarn, the fabric is made. Okay? So, fibers are the thin thread-like structures from which yarn is made. From yarn, fabric is made. And fabric, we make our costumes, dresses. There are different types of fibers. And now next is plastics. You all are well aware about plastics. That is the second part of the chapter. Now we are going to start with synthetic fibers. Before going into synthetic fiber, the word itself is saying synthetic fiber. That means the fiber can be classified into two types on the basis of the source from which we get. The first one is natural fiber and second one is synthetic or man-made. The word itself is saying natural fiber, we get it from natural things, that is from plants or animals. You can get the natural fiber from plants or from animals. From plants you get the fibers like cotton, just now I shown you. And from animals you can get silk, wool, etc. These are the examples for natural fibers, and these are the example for the plant fiber. These are the example for animal fiber. So coming to this synthetic fiber, they are made from petrochemicals, chemicals called petrochemicals. This petrochemicals, from where you get means during the refining of petroleum products, you get this one. From crude oil, you know, crude oil is taken from earth, oil wells are there. While refining that crude oil to get petroleum, you get this petrochemical as the byproduct. From this byproduct only, petrochemicals only, the synthetic fibers are made. These synthetic fibers are made up of the small units. Wait. The synthetic fibers are made up of small units. Like, let us see this one. This is the chain. In this you are seeing these beads. The same beads are repeating. Isn't it or not? Like this, in synthetic fiber also, one unit, same unit keeps on repeating many times. So you can see that synthetic fibers are made up of polymer. Again, poly means many, mer means unit. Polymer, synthetic fibers are made up of polymers. Polymers means it is made up of units, similar units that keeps on repeating. Here this bead is one unit, one bead is one unit, and there are so many beads, therefore you can see like this only synthetic fibers are made. Okay, now we are going to see the different types of synthetic fibers. First is your rayon. Rayon is the first artificial fiber that is prepared by man. Though it is not, you cannot say rayon as the completely artificial fiber, because the base for rayon is cellulose, wood pulp. From wood pulp only rayon is made. Wood pulp, from wood pulp the cellulose are there. Okay, 1 minute. Cellulose is the polymer that is present in the wood pulp. So rayon is made from the natural source only, wood pulp. In wood pulp, cellulose, the polymer is there. Till 19th century, China has, nobody knows how to make this rayon. China discovered silkworm and they knew how to rear silkworm, and the process of rearing silkworm is called as sericulture. And they know how to take the silk from silkworm, and they used to weave the cloths, silk clothes. Silk clothes are very expensive and it is very costly because of that fabric, shiny. Those things makes it very fascinated, and the whole world does not know how to make the silk clothes. And China kept this one as a secret. They haven't revealed this secret till 19th century. But by the end of 19th century, scientists from US, the name of the scientist is Georges, Georges, Georges Andrew Mars. He discovered this rayon in the year 1846. This was prepared in the lab. Georges Andrew Mars in 1846, they prepared this, they synthesized this rayon in the lab. And in 1991 only they started manufacturing in large scale. And in 1925 1924, it got its name as artificial silk. Why it is called as artificial? From 1911 to 1924, the development of rayon took place and it was called as artificial silk. Now, let us see why rayon is called as artificial silk. Even I have to say it is better than silk. You are at home only, you ask your mama how difficult it is to maintain the silk sarees. Though it is very attractive, shiny, everyone wants to wear silk sarees on functions, but it is very difficult to maintain it because it gets defected very quickly. But this rayon is not like this. It is having the same lustrous, shiny. It is also beautiful. It is easy to carry. You can wash it also. In that ways, this artificial silk rayon is better than silk, that I have to say. Now the properties I have told you this rayon. Now coming to this, this rayon is also even cheaper than silk also. When comparatively, this one is rayon is better than silk. Now if the rayon is, it can also be dyed to get variety of colors also. These are the advantages of rayon over silk. Now, if rayon is mixed with cotton, you can make bed sheets. If rayon is mixed with wool, we can make carpets. So, rayon is better than silk because if you have a silk bedsheet, it will be very difficult for you to maintain it. And carpets also, silk carpets, it's very difficult to maintain. But rayon carpets and rayon bedsheets are very easy to maintain because you can wash it. They give the same shininess, they are cheaper and you can have variety of colors. These are the advantages of using rayon. That finishes your rayon. Next one is nylon.